Hey guys, it's Brett, your independent Scentsy consultant. I'm here with my warm reviews of the Harvest collection coming out this Friday, September 1st, and the 10 new fall winter catalog fragrances. We already did our cold sniffs a few weeks ago almost now, and finally warmed them. I've had them warm for a little while, but I've just been really busy the last week getting catalogs sent out to our customers, new catalogs, and some of the month brochures were out, and all kinds of stuff going on. So I was trying to do that plus work, and I've just been really busy, so I didn't have time to film this video. But I'm filming it today. I wanted to get this out at least before the 1st. So let me go ahead and get started here. I'm going to try to go real quick because I'm just going to do, like I said, the Harvest and the 10 new catalog fragrances, and then I'm also going to go over a few other ones here that I warmed. So I'm just going to put it all together in one video. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'm just going to try to go through these. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to start in the Harvest collection for my least favorite to my favorite, and then in the other ones in the catalog 10 fragrances, I'll go from my least favorite to my favorite as well. So let's get started with the Harvest collection. Like I said, I'll go from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, so I'll number them too. Number 5, Fall Into Love. And this is fresh orange peel, cool eucalyptus, and sweet balsam. So I like this one. It's my least favorite. Doesn't mean I didn't like it, because I did like it. It was just my least favorite out of the 5. I did like it. I get mostly the eucalyptus, and the orange peel is in there, but it's not a real strong orange peel. You get that a little bit mixed in with that eucalyptus. But then I do get a little balsam, but it's not, I feel like it's not like a Christmas tree scent, because you think, oh, balsam is going to be like a Christmas tree, pine, not pine, like balsam, Christmas tree, balsam type of scent that would think of holiday wintertime. I don't really get that. I don't get a lot of balsam in here. Like, was it Wild for Fall in the last Harvest collection last year? That one really leaned more Christmas tree like, but I felt like it also had fall qualities, so I felt like it was for either, but it kind of leaned a little bit more towards holiday. This one I think leans more towards fall. If anything, I don't even think it really leans holiday that much, because I don't really get the balsam that much in there. I mostly get eucalyptus, but it's not an overpowering, real astringent eucalyptus. It's just a nice, calm eucalyptus with the orange peel, and just a little bit of a sweet balsam. I liked it. It's nice, and they are bringing this out in a lot of stuff, like different products in the Harvest catalog is going to be in this scent. So I might try some other ones, but just it was my least favorite out of the 5, but it was still as good. I liked it. So that's for Fall Into Leaves. And number 4 is Cashmere Leaves, and this one is apple, falling leaves, and cashmere spice. This one was good, but it was a little lighter for me. That's why I maybe would have liked it better if it was a little bit stronger. But, so this one's a little hard to describe. Okay, so I get apple. Apple, falling leaves. The falling leaves, those kind of crunchy leaves. If that's kind of in there, it definitely has fall qualities. All those kind of fall feels with it. With the apple and then the leaves, cashmere spice. I don't know exactly what cashmere spice is. I know what spice is, of course, but I get kind of spices in there, but I don't really know that I get cashmere per se, really. But I mean, it could be in there, a cashmere quality maybe with spices. But it's spicy leaves, apple type of a scent. Really nice. It was a little different than like your typical apple and spices kind of scent. It was nice. I thought, oh, that's kind of different. I liked it. So it was really good for like a first hour or two, and then it dropped off. So either I just went nose blind to it, or it just got lighter. I'm not sure, because that happens. I had this going in my open concept, so that could have been part of the reason. I really think I need to, next time I do warm reviews, test things out, I think I need to stick to the bedrooms, because I feel like it's just not a fair assessment if I do it in my open concept, because it scents really struggle in my open concept because I have vaulted ceilings. So it's just not fair to try something out in there, because I could try it in the bedroom and maybe do way better. So I think I've said this before, but I think I'm going to try to do them in the bedrooms just from now on, just so it's a little more fair. But I want to warm all of them, and I really want to warm stuff in my open concept, and I'm like dying to warm these new ones, so I I gave in and did it my open concept. But yeah, I liked it. It just, like I said, it didn't last very long. It wasn't real super strong after a couple of hours. So I do want to get another one of these though and try it in a bedroom. I just wouldn't recommend it for a open concept. Next up, number 3 is Dutch apple bread. And this is fresh sliced apple, warm cinnamon, rolled oats, and brown sugar. So when I first started warming this, I got just apples, just like real tart apples. Almost, somebody has said that I watched, they said like simmering, like stewing apples, like on a stove, like before you, like they're all the way cooked and before you put in like a pie or apple crisp or something like that. I get that. That's totally what I agree. More like a stewed apple type of smell. But I do get a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar. That's in there a little bit, but it's not real heavy. It's not necessarily like pie filling to me. It's not really like apple pie filling to me. I feel like that's more sweet. I don't really get that, and that's a little heavier on spices than that. I just get a touch of like a spice with that real tart, almost kind of stewed apple scent. The rolled oats, I don't get rolled oats at all. I really don't get any kind of bakery rolled oats. I don't get, it says bread, Dutch apple bread. I think that's not a good title because I don't get any kind of bread. I don't get the rolled oats. I don't really get bakery. I just get that real tart apples and then a little bit of spices. It almost is like very cider-like. I get like apple cider. I think this could have been called like Dutch apple cider, maybe, instead of bread, because I get cider. But it's really good. The more, at first I was like, I don't know about this. It's not really anything too exciting. But the more I smelled it, the more I started liking it. And now I really like it. Like we just warmed some of this for some samples a couple days ago. I was like, oh my God, it smells so good. It's just like apple cider. I really get apple cider out of this more than anything. This is really nice though. So I'm liking this the more I warm it. So yeah, that's good. Just not bakery or bread or rolled oats really. All right, number 2 is Forever Fall. And this is baked pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and brown sugar. So this is good. The pumpkin in here is a little more like, it's kind of a little, kind of like the pumpkin in Berry Perry Pumpkin. That's kind of like the raw pumpkin, not necessarily like baked pumpkin or pumpkin pie, like the real baked sweet pumpkin. It's a little more raw. I guess some people would say baby food like. I get a little brighter pumpkin in this. It's not like a deep dark pumpkin, it's a little brighter pumpkin. But then you get the spices, the cinnamon stick, brown sugar, that is in there with that. But the notes, baked pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and brown sugar, it's not your typical type of pumpkin and brown sugar, cinnamon stick type of scent. I think it's because that pumpkin's like a little brighter, like with those spices. So it's almost like you made the pie, but put the ingredients together, but it wasn't completely baked or something. But then it kind of gets a little baked, but not completely. That's kind of what I get out of this. But it's good. I liked it. Yeah, it was enjoyable. Forever Fall. And next up we have Pumpkin and Driftwood. I'm not going to go real close because it's messing with my lighting when I show it real close for some reason. It keeps going dark. So I already showed the covers anyway, so you don't need to see the close-up. White Pumpkin and Driftwood. White Pumpkin, Driftwood, White Cardamom, Warm Solar, Amber. This was my favorite, number 1. Did I say number 1? Yes. Number 1, White Pumpkin and Driftwood. This is really good. Oh, it's so nice. So I get all these notes. I get the white pumpkin, I get driftwood, I get cardamom and amber. I don't know what warm solar amber is necessarily, but yeah, I get that. It's like, it's kind of a, I get like pumpkin, but I get kind of spicy, but like almost like an incense kind of a spice. I think it's the driftwood, and then like the cardamom comes together and makes it kind of almost like an incense kind of a spice, as opposed to like a food spice. Even though that pumpkin's in there, so that gives it kind of a food quality. But then the driftwood and white cardamom and then amber play together and make it kind of like a incensey spice with that pumpkin. So you get the food sweetness from the pumpkin, and then you get like a incensey spiciness from the driftwood, cardamom, and amber. It could be a little bit, kind of veers a little slightly cologne-y, but like a really good man's cologne. Like I like, personally when I look for colognes and when I like colognes, what I look for in colognes, I don't really care for like the typical bergamot, citrus type of colognes. I just, those don't really do much for me. They're okay, but I really like a good spicy cologne. I love spicy colognes, like really good, like the cardamom amber in there with the driftwood, that really gives me that kind of a spiciness, almost incensey spiciness kind of a smell. I like that in a cologne. That's what that kind of reminds me of, as opposed to like a bergamot type of cologne. That's what I get from this. So it kind of can be like that a little bit, but it's really good, really nice, did really well. Definitely would get that again. That's my favorite of those. All right, now we'll go into the 10 new catalog scents. We'll start out with number 10. We have Frosty Air is number 10. And this is Citrus Lily of the Valley Frosty Air. So in our cold sniffs, we said this was laundry-like. It is laundry, very laundry. This just, it wasn't my favorite. It's laundry and you get a little, there is a little bit of that citrus in there. There's a little bit of a touch of a frosty air that could maybe make it kind of wintry-like instead of just laundry. It could veer like a little wintry because of that frosty air note that's kind of in there, and then the citrus. But it's still pretty much just a laundry scent. It was okay, but I feel like it was just, it didn't really do much for me. It was just a plain laundry scent, I feel like, and it was a little bit lighter too. It wasn't as strong as like Clothesline. Clothesline is really strong for me, and I love it. I love it strong. I like my laundry scent strong. If you don't like your laundry scent strong, and they're too much for you, you actually might like this then, because this is more subtle. It's not nearly as strong. I personally love the strong laundry scents. Just give it all to me. I love it. That's one of the reasons I love the Clothesline, because it's such a good performer. I felt like this was just kind of like a watered down version of like Clothesline. I felt like it was kind of watered down for a laundry scent to me. Lots of people like this and think it's really good, and they like it that it's not quite so powerful. I just felt like it was kind of watered down, not as strong, just not as exciting to me personally. It just didn't do a lot for me. So it was nice, not bad, it just wasn't real exciting to me. So yeah, Frosty Air, I don't even think I would get that again personally. Brad liked it though. He said he really liked it, and he said it was going downstairs where the salon is, and people came in the door. He said a lot of people were saying that it smelled good. So this just wasn't a favorite for me. All right, number 9 is Palo Santo and Cinnamon. And this is Palo Santo, Italian bergamot, clove leaf, and cinnamon bark. So I really liked this when I warmed it the first day. It was really good. I got like all that. I got the Palo Santo, the Italian bergamot, but not too much bergamot. It wasn't like real super cologne-y. Clove leaf, I really liked it. I love clove, so that was in there. It was really nice. And cinnamon bark, really nice clove, cinnamon bark. It wasn't like overly cinnamon, but just that bark was kind of woodsy a little bit too. Like a woodsy, spicy Palo Santo, really nice scent. This also could veer a little bit cologne-y. Even though it has the bergamot, it was a cologne I like because it probably had that cinnamon, that clove, which made it a little spicy. I feel like I smelled the clove leaf and cinnamon bark more than the bergamot. It was more clove leaf and cinnamon than like bergamot citrusy to me. So yeah, it was really nice. On the second day, however, had to go on the second day. I came home from work, opened the garage door, and oh my gosh, this smelled terrible. I did not like it at all. It had some kind of weird note. It was like all these notes in here just went bad or something. It's like they all started clashing and made this real terrible smell. I was like, what is that awful smell? It's like I smelled the good part of it, but then it was like this bad part started coming in and was just like killing the good part of this. The good part was underneath the bad part. It's like these certain notes in here were just like going crazy, and just, it's like they went bad or something, or they just started butting heads, and just like I don't know if it was bitter or like, I don't know what it was. Just off. It was just like bad spice or something. I don't know, like the clove leaf, cinnamon, and then the bergamot just all started clashing, and just it totally went wrong on the second day to me. It was terrible. I did not like it at all. I don't know. I know some people said Palo Santo, the original Palo Santo from Scentsy, smelled like burning wood to them, and it wasn't good at all. I don't know if that's what I was smelling, I don't know if it's necessarily burning wood I was smelling. It was just not pleasant at all. Yeah, Brad even said he noticed it too. It was just, something was just not good on that second day. It's like it went bad or something. But I've heard a lot of people really like this one. I haven't heard many other people say that about this, but I loved it on day 1, but day 2, it was bad. So if I would get this again, I kind of want to get it again and try it and see if maybe just something happened by chance that made it that way, or something else was, I don't even think I had anything else going in the house. Unless I had something going in the bedroom and that was coming out and clashing with it or something, I don't remember. But maybe I'll try it again, because I did really like it on that first day. But if it does it on the second day, I'll take it out. And then I probably won't buy it again. All right, number 8, Red Currant Wreath is number 8. And we have red currant, winter berries, evergreen, and sandalwood. So this was nice. Yeah, I get evergreen, I get currant. I do really get that currant. Little evergreen, sandalwood, not a lot. Definitely the berries. I mostly get the currant and berries. Yeah, just a touch of evergreen. But again, I don't feel like it's like a real Christmas tree. It's just a hint of evergreen. Mostly currant, berries. Yeah, I don't get much sandalwood really, but it's nice. It's your kind of your currant red berry type of scent. Really nice, pleasant. I enjoyed it. All right, number 6, Make Me Snicker Doodle. Homemade cookie dough, brown sugar, vanilla bean, sugared cinnamon, baked to perfection. This was nice. Nothing too groundbreaking or exciting for bakery scent. It wasn't amazing, but it was nice. Yeah, I enjoyed it. That's why it's like number 6, right? Yeah. No, where are we at? 7. I'm trying to count backwards here. It's number 7. Yeah, I get all those notes pretty much. The brown sugar, vanilla bean, sugared cinnamon. It says homemade cookie dough, but then it says baked to perfection. So once cookie dough is baked, it's not really cookie dough anymore. It's like a cookie. I still don't quite understand that theory. Usually if it's baked, it's a cookie. If it's not baked, it's cookie dough. But it says cookie dough and then baked to perfection. So I don't know why they even say cookie dough. And then unless they're just saying that it's the cookie dough and then it turns out to be baked, so then you're not really smelling cookie dough, you're smelling the cookie. I don't know. But I actually get a little more cookie dough than the baked cookie. I kind of get, it's like the cookie dough and then brown sugar, all those spices, vanilla bean, cinnamon, vanilla extract, all in there with the cookie dough. More than a heavy baked cookie. It's like the cookie dough before it's baked in the oven. Yeah, that's what I get. But it's pleasant, it's nice, just nothing super special. But it was pretty good. I would probably get that again. Actually, probably gonna get all these again because there wasn't any that I just absolutely hated. Well, except for that frosty air. I didn't hate that frosty air, but I don't know if I'll get that again. It just didn't do much for me. But like I said, maybe I'll get it again because Brad liked it. He'll probably want to get it again. All right, number 6. Frosted Cedar is number 6. Red Delicious Apples, White Cedar, and Creamy Vanilla. This is good. I get there definitely the vanilla and the cedar, and then a touch of apples. It's not real appley, but there's a little bit of a sweet apple in with that cedar and the vanilla. For sure, the cedar and vanilla. It's a really nice blend of cedar and vanilla because I like how that cedar's in there, the woodsy cedar, but then that vanilla sweetens it up. Yeah, I like that. And there's a little touch of apples. I like it. It's nice. I would get it again. All right, and now we are doing number 5. We're at the top 5 now. Dashing is number 5. Vanilla, Creamy Mahogany, and Fresh Night Skies. This one's so good on cold. Like, oh, the vanilla is so nice with that mahogany, the creamy mahogany. I was worried about it because I'm not a big fan of like mahogany teak wood from Bath & Body Works. I used to like that, but then I think I just warmed it so much I just got sick of it. So now I'm one of those people that just don't like it. There's quite a few people that don't like that scent anymore because I think we all just warmed it so much when it first came out, because it was good when it first came out. There's some people that still like it, but I don't really like it anymore. I don't feel like this mahogany is anything like that. It's in there, but it's nothing like mahogany teak wood. I don't feel like Scentsy's mahogany. Well, white amber and teak is a little bit like that. But this mahogany is a good mahogany. I like it. And then the vanilla, really good in there. Fresh Night Skies, I mean, I don't know if that's really note. It just could be just a freshness. Oh, it's so good, so good. But it wasn't very strong. That's why it's down. It would be higher if it was stronger. And I had this going in the bedroom. So it wasn't in my open concept, it was in the bedroom. So most scents do really good in my bedroom. It was really light. It was so light. I could smell it, but it wasn't undetectable. It was probably like out of 10, it was probably a 4 maybe, right around there. If this would have been stronger, I would have loved it because it was so good. What I was smelling was so good, but I'm like, oh gosh, I want more. Give me more. Yes, I loved it. I just wish it was stronger. I would get it again though and give it another chance. But if I get it again and it's not any stronger, I probably wouldn't get it again after that. So good, it just needed to be stronger. All right, number 4, Midnight Mahogany. Black plum, cinnamon leaf, and dark mahogany. Oh, this was so good. Really good. I get the mahogany again, but it's a good mahogany, dark mahogany. The cinnamon leaf, yes, there's a little bit of cinnamon in there. A little cinnamon leaf. It's not like your regular cinnamon, it's a cinnamon leaf, so it's a little different. But it's a different kind of cinnamon. Maybe like earthy, leafy cinnamon. The cinnamon leaf is just a little different. And then black plum. That's in there, but it's just a light plum. It's not real super fruity plum. It blends well with the mahogany and that little cinnamon leaf in there. It was such a good blend. Really nice, slightly cologne-y, but a good cologne again. Not the citrusy bergamot colognes that I don't like. It was a good cologne that I would wear. Yes, but just like Dashing, it was light. But this one I did have going in my open concept, so there's that. This may do better in a bedroom, but I've heard from other people that this is light for them too. So I'm not sure how much better this would do in a bedroom, but I'm definitely gonna try it because I really loved it. What I was smelling smelled so amazing in my open concept, but it just was really, I wasn't getting enough. So I'm hoping this will shine in the bedroom because I really loved it. That's Midnight Mahogany. Number 3, Golden Garland. Fresh pine needles, marigold petals, sparkling orange, twist, and golden musk. Yeah, this is good. This is really just a good fall scent. Yeah, it reminds me kind of like Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather a little bit. Not spot on with Sweater Weather. I feel like Sweater Weather has like a lot of eucalyptus. This doesn't have eucalyptus at all in the notes, but I kind of get a vibe of that a little bit. It's similar to Sweater Weather a little bit. It's got that sweater weather vibe. So the forest pine needles, again, it's a touch of it, but it's not really holiday. This is definitely more fall. Way fall. It's not holiday Christmas tree at all, even though it's got the forest pine needles. So the pine needles are just give it more fall feel. It's not like holiday necessarily. Marigold petals, yes, it has like a fall floralness in there. And then sparkling orange twist, yes, there's an orange, like a fall orange type of smell. Golden musk, yeah, there could be some musk in there. Just a really good fall scent, really good. Like this, did really well, did good in my open concept. So I enjoyed this one. Golden Garland, number 3. Number 2, these are my top 2. Number 2 is Cranberry and Cardamom. Bold cherry, white cranberry, warm cardamom. Oh God, I love this so much. This was really good. I love the mixture of that bold cherry with that white cranberry and then that spice of the cardamom. So good. The cherry is so good, and it is a bold cherry. It's a very bold cherry. You really get that cherry, but then that cranberry is definitely in there with it too, and I love the mixture of that bold cherry with that cranberry. White cranberry, some people say white cranberry is like a more softer cranberry. I think it kind of maybe is. I feel like maybe the cherry was a little bit stronger than the cranberry, but I loved the blend with that cranberry and with that cherry. Oh, and then what really made it the best was that cardamom in there. I heard some people say they didn't get the cardamom in there. I totally got the cardamom in there. It wasn't real heavily spicy, but it was a really nice spice. It was like a warm, it says warm cardamom. It's like a warm, inviting spice. Oh gosh, I love this one. This was really, really good. Yes, definitely get this again. Cranberry and cardamom, number 2. And my number 1, my very favorite, hands down, fall feeling. This is Fresh Blood Orange, Sugar Cranberry, Juniper Sprigs, Sparkling Clove on a perfect crisp day. Whew. You guys, I love this scent so much. I love this scent so much. I want like 12. I want like a 2 6-packs. I want 12 bars of this. I love it so much. I think I'd be sad if I just wore me this all fall and winter. Not winter, fall. Just fall, sorry. Not winter. I could wear this all fall and be happy, I think. But I probably would get sick of it. I wouldn't want to do that because then I would burn myself out on it. But oh God. This gives me pure fall goodness. Everything I love about fall scents and everything is right here. It's not bakery or anything. It's not got pumpkin or anything like that. But all the other fall qualities are in here to me. This to me is very similar to Leaves from Bath & Body Works. I think if you like Leaves from Bath & Body Works, I think you like this, even though Leaves from Bath & Body Works has a little bit of a pungentness that some people don't like. It can be much at sometimes. I feel like this, especially when warming, on cold, it's kind of there. That pungentness is there a little bit. Warm this sucker. When you warm it, it calms down and it's such a beautiful scent. I think so anyway. God, it's so good. I think it blends really well when it warms and it's not quite, because like Brad, when he smelled the bottom of it, he was like, he did not like it at all on the bottom. He liked the top, but he didn't like the bottom on cold sniff. But he loved it when it warmed, he really liked it. Because that little bit of astringent that was on the bottom part of it, it calms down and goes away when warming. Oh yeah, so the blood orange, yes, it's in there, but it's not too much of a blood orange. A lot of people say blood orange scents they don't like because they're too much, but it's good. Sugar cranberry, yeah, a little bit. It's not a lot, but it is in there a little bit. Juniper sprigs definitely was in there. When I first smelled this, I was on cold sniff. I thought I got Christmas tree from that juniper sprigs. But then I smelled it more and I really didn't get Christmas tree after. I don't know what I was thinking on. At first that hit me as Christmas tree because I was surprised Brad didn't like it because he loves Christmas tree scents. But the more I smelled it, that went away. And the sparkling clove, yes, that's in there. I love clove. And then on a perfect crisp day, yes, exactly. Oh gosh, these scents blend together. It is a perfect crisp day. I had this going, it was a couple weeks ago on a Monday and it was really cool here. It was like 73 degrees was the high. And it had like a really cool crisp breeze in the air. So we had our air off and I had this window right behind me here, the kitchen window. I had it open and I had the warmer by the kitchen window right up here in the windowsill. I had this in that warmer and the breeze was blowing through the window and this was blowing into the kitchen and it smelled amazing. I was in pure fall heaven. I was so happy the whole day because of this scent. I loved it so much. God, I love it. I can't say enough things about this. There's a lot of people that are liking this though. I've seen a lot of reviews and this isn't a favorite for a lot of people and I don't know why. I don't understand. It's so good. I guess it's just, I don't know if it's that blood orange or that kind of, that little astringent part that it's just too much for people maybe. I don't know though, but I love it. I love it. It gives me all the fall feelings. Fall feeling is a perfect name for this because that's exactly what I get. Fall feeling. I love it. This is my favorite Scentsy bar in quite a long time. Love that one. I can't wait to get more of it come September 1st. All right, now we're gonna go over a few, there's 4 of the bars I want to talk about. Frightfully Delightful. This is also available in the Harvest collection. And I wanna go over here. Golden Pumpkin, Harvest Peach, Whipped Vanilla, and Brown Sugar. This was really nice. So this is kind of like what was the fall, Forever Fall that had that kind of like Very Berry Pumpkin kind of smell. This had that same kind of like bright pumpkin, not completely cooked type of pumpkin. Like a lighter, brighter pumpkin. It had that in there as well. But then it also had that peach. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. So yeah, the peach is in there as well. That peach is really nice. I was kind of worried about that because on cold sniff I thought, well not cold sniff, but when I read the notes before I smelled it on cold sniff, I thought, I don't know about the peach with the pumpkin. I didn't know how that was gonna be, but it's nice. It's not like overly peach. It's just a really good blend with that pumpkin. The whipped vanilla, brown sugar, yes, it's very sweet. It kind of comes off very candy-like at the beginning, like it almost like Gimme Candy vibes are in there. It reminds me of like Gimme Candy with like pumpkin. It added in there. And then like peach. It's like pumpkin peach and Gimme Candy. It's like that. It's like a sweet, almost candy peach pumpkin type of scent. Really good, really nice. I did have this go in my open concept though, and it was really good. Like we made samples of these and it was really strong, the samples that we were making, and then when we were warming it on the stove, and then when I warmed it in the kitchen, It was really good, like for the first, it was like, what was the other one I was saying? It was really good for like the first hour. Oh gosh, what was the other one? It was Cashmere Leaves. Really good for like the first hour or two, and then it really went down like so much lighter. I don't know if I went nose blind or it just was lighter, but I was like, oh gosh, I thought this was gonna be stronger for longer than what it was, but I'm gonna get it again because I really liked it. I'll have to play around. It could have been because the air conditioner was on. Sometimes that happens. If you have the air conditioning on, it will be lighter, but then also I've heard too people say if you have your windows open, it's lighter. So I'm not sure when is it gonna be good. I feel like if you have your windows open, it's stronger. Because I feel like for some reason when the air is off and you have the windows open, there's more of a breeze coming through the house and it just kind of like, I smell the scents better, I feel like. When the air is on, sometimes it does hinder the throw a little bit to me. But yeah, I definitely want to try this again. So it'll be in the fall, the air won't be on, have the windows open. Maybe it might do better. But the first few hours is really good. I just wish it would have lasted longer. All right, next is Disney's The Haunted Mansion. Warmed this. And this is allspice, pumpkin, cinnamon, and ginger. Yeah, this is good. This is so good. Everybody, I think almost everybody loves this that I've heard. Quite a few people like it, and I agree. So good. Such a good, all that. Good mixture of the pumpkin, cinnamon, ginger. I love that it has ginger in there because not a lot of pumpkins have ginger. I love when there's ginger in there with all the like cinnamon and all the other spices. And it has allspice, which I read about allspice, and allspice has like pepper in there. So I do get like a slight bit of a pepper note in there. Pepper, ginger, cinnamons, all good, just all spices. Just like it says, all spice. There's just every spice is in here. With that pumpkin, so good. And there is a little bit of a bready note in there. Lots of people have been saying there's a bready note with this, even though it's not in the notes anywhere. Comes off a little bready like. I've heard some people say they get more bread and then a little bit of spice underneath that. I get the opposite. I get mostly the spices and the pumpkin and then a little bit of bread underneath that. I don't think it's overly bread-like, but it's in there underneath the pumpkin and the spices. Really good. Definitely would get more of that. Then we have the September Scent of the Month Frosted Cinnamon Roll. You've heard me rave about this, so I've talked about this in some different videos. Powdered cinnamon, sweet clove, whipped vanilla sugar. I love this one too. This is probably another one of my favorites. Fall feeling in this one. God, I love this. So I don't know if it's spot on cinnamon roll. I want to start that off. It's not spot on cinnamon roll, and I don't know if that's because the clove, for one thing, clove's not normally in cinnamon rolls, so I don't know if that's what's making it not so much a cinnamon roll. Because I mean, you got cinnamon, of course, whipped vanilla sugar, that's all in a cinnamon roll. But it's that clove maybe that makes it seem, to me, this feels almost like one of those pumpkin type of scents, because it's very similar to pumpkin cinnamon swirl, which has pumpkin in it, but I feel like this could almost have been called frosted cinnamon or pumpkin cinnamon roll. It could come off like a pumpkin scent. One of those pumpkin scents that says it's pumpkin, but it doesn't necessarily have a lot of pumpkin. It's got more of the pumpkin spices in there than actual pumpkin. It kind of reminds me of one of those type of scents. More than just like a cinnamon roll per se. But having said that, I did get bakeryness, especially on day 2. The first time I wore it in the bedroom, I got a bakeryness somewhat with it. It wasn't heavy bakery, but I did get bakery with it. But then when I warmed it again, I had it go to my open concept. And then on the second day, for some reason, when I had it going to my open concept, that bun part on that second day, that bakery bun roll part, was really prominent, almost more than the spices. I almost started smelling that more than I smelled like the cinnamon and sugar and all that stuff. And the clove. Oh, it was so good on the second day, this second time I warmed it. But yeah, I just really love this one. Really good. Maybe not 100% frosted cinnamon roll, but it's amazing though. I don't care what it's supposed to be. I love it. It's so good. All right, and then lastly, the infamous Friends bar. Lots of people talking about this bar here. We have double espresso, freshly brewed coffee, coconut cream. So if you saw my first sniffs when I hauled this in the warmer, I said that I was disappointed because I didn't have enough coffee. But I did get like a coconut cream in there with a light coffee smell. Okay, so first off, Could it had more coffee? Definitely yes, 100% should have had more coffee. Could have had more coffee, should have had more coffee, especially because it says double espresso and freshly brewed coffee. I mean, you should get a lot of coffee if it's double espresso and freshly brewed coffee both. And then coconut cream, I feel like by that description, it should be mostly coffee and there's a little coconut cream maybe. And a lot of people wanted a lot of coffee based on those notes. So a lot of people were disappointed because it did not have that double espresso, that freshly brewed coffee punch that everybody wanted. Because Scentsy's kind of struggle with putting out really good coffee scents. It didn't have that. Even on warming, it wasn't there. But did I hate the scent when warming? No. I actually kind of liked it a little bit. I thought it was okay warming. I didn't hate it. It was kind of okay. I kind of liked it. I didn't love it, but I went downstairs. I had it warming downstairs. So I went down there after it was warming, and then I'm like, yeah, it took a little while to pick up, and then I went back down there again, and I'm like, I'm not getting a lot of coffee, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. To me, it was like a lightly brewed coffee, like maybe a blonde roast or something, just like a light coffee scent. But then I did get the coconut cream in there. It was like a coconut creamer in there. If you get like a lightly brewed coffee with like coconut cream, like a splash of like coconut cream in there, maybe a little bit more than a splash, but yeah, I got that. Or like if you make coffee at home and then you like a light roast coffee at home and you put coconut creamer in there, that's what I got out of that. But it's not exactly what it says. I agree with everybody else. It should have had more coffee, and I would have liked to have more coffee for sure, because I wanted a real strong coffee scent, and I didn't get that. But it had a light coffee scent with coconut cream. Was okay to me. Was pleasant, not terrible, but kind of misleading when what it should have been. So I totally understand people being mad because it should have been more coffee than what it was. But despite all that, I didn't mind the scent. Will I get it again? I don't know about that. It's actually going away at the end of August. It's kind of weird that that's going away so fast. The whole collection is going away, I think. The warmer and the bar. I don't know if maybe they said it may come back at a later date. So I thought maybe they're gonna, because they got so much bad feedback on this bar, maybe they're gonna try to reformulate it and add more coffee. So it'll come back out and then, people will be more happy because it's got more coffee. I think if they would have said in the notes it had like a lightly brewed blonde roast coffee with coconut cream, then maybe it would have been more expected than what it was. Good thing it didn't say triple espresso, because that really would have been misleading. It had only said double espresso though, but yeah, not really what it said it was, but I didn't mind it so much. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get it again because it goes away at the end of August, and I'm not going to make a special order just before August. I'm not placing an order until after the 1st when the fall stuff's out. So I maybe would have put this bar in there with that order, but I'm not going to make a special order just to get this bar before the 31st. If it comes back though, I may get it again, and just out of curiosity to see if it does better. But like I said, if it wouldn't have went away, if it would have been available after the 1st, I probably would have got another bar again just to try it again, maybe in the bedroom, and see how it did again. And see if maybe they would have like changed it again or whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Friends bar. All right, so that's my warm reviews for the Harvest Collection, 10 new fall winter fragrances, and then those other 4 bars I talked about. So don't forget, these bars, well, the new ones that aren't already available, are available this coming Friday, September 1st on our website or your consultant's website. I'll put our website here on the screen below and then down in the description box. I'm so excited for fall, so ready for all the fall goodness coming out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.